Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis. This time it's going to be on the Golden State Warriors beating the Phoenix Suns in a highly competitive game, a back and forth game, especially in the fourth quarter, that they ended up winning 119 to 116. The Warriors are now 14 and 15 and 8 and 4 at home, and the Suns are 15 and 13 and 6 and 8 on the road. The Suns is coming back to earth a little bit when it comes to their record. But the Warriors did need this win more than the Suns did, as they're trying to get back into that playoff picture and not have to lose two games is what they're going for, not try to fight all the way to get into the playoffs and then have to play a number one or number two seed. So they're trying to win as many games as they can while Steph is healthy, and this was going to be a tough one, and it ended up being that. But they still found a way to get it done because Phoenix, they gave them some trouble. 44 to 32, a 12-point lead by the end of the fourth. By the end of the first. Then the Warriors came back and had a 32 to 23 second quarter, but the Suns would be leading going into halftime. And then obviously the Warriors won the third quarter 29 to 20. And then they ended up losing the fourth quarter 29 to 26. But by them already having the lead, they just had to close it out. And they ended up doing that, and it wasn't easy. Royce O'Neal played 30 minutes, and he only had 5 points. He went 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal, 2 personal fouls, and a -9 in plus minus. I didn't have no problem with what he was out there trying to do. He just couldn't make the shots that was open. He probably rushed a little bit, but sometimes if you open, you gotta take it while you're confident in it and just live with the result. And that's what he did. Dylan Brooks kept scoring, and he did it efficiently in this one. He didn't just settle for pull up three after pull up three. Got to the mid range and things of that nature. He played 32 minutes, had 22 points, was 8 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from three, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers. He had 5 personal fouls. You know, that's what he always does. He's going to get into, he's going to touch you, he's going to reach. He's going to make you work for it a little bit, and sometimes that can get you in foul trouble, and it did in this one, but he didn't foul out. He was a +1 and plus minus. Mark Williams missed a nice dunk that was set up by Devin Booker, but he was just too far away from the basket to get it in clean. He also had 4 points and was 2 or 3 from the field, and that was the only shot that he missed. He had 5 rebounds. Everybody in the starting lineup had a rebound and an assist or more. He had 1 assist, no turnovers, 2 steals, and a block, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls in this one, and he was a -15 and plus minus. Devin Booker, he really was unstoppable in this one. He really made some beautiful shots, whether it was from the mid range, whether it was driving, whether it was pulling up. He went 2 of 7 from three, though. That's been his struggle, is that 3-point line. He also was 13 of 27 from the field and finished with 38 points because he went 10 of 12 also from the free throw line in 34 minutes. He had 1 rebound, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. He really showed that we're not going to lose this one without a fight. And he did put up a good one, and so did his teammates with him. 1 personal foul and a -6 and plus minus. Gillespie had a nice 3 wide up in the corner that could have tied the game, but he missed it. Then the Warriors went to the free throw line and iced it. 35 minutes for him, 16 points, 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and a +14 and plus minus for him. That's a solid game. Also, Iguodala kept getting close shots around the basket, mainly because he also got 5 offensive rebounds out of 7 total. He finished with 10 points and went 5 of 7 from the field in those 30 minutes. He played starter minutes because of Mark Williams in this one. 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and he had 5 personal fouls also in this one, but he finished as a +9 by the end of the game. Ryan Dunn helped out like the rest of the bench. They all scored. He had 7 points, but he went 2 of 6 from the field and 1 of 1 from 3. But he did go 2 of 2 from the free throw line and had 5 boards, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal. 1 offensive rebound out of the 5 and 4 personal fouls, and was a -9 and plus minus. Jordan Goodwin banked in a 3, so you knew the luck was on his side. He played 26 minutes and had 9 points, 3 of 8 from shooting from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Booyah. 16 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 1 offensive rebound, and 2 personal fouls. And then the Phoenix Suns shot 42 of 88, 48% from the field, 12 of 35, 34% from three. That's respectable. That's why they had a chance to win this one, because they also went 20 of 24, 83% from the free throw line, 34 rebounds, 23 assists, 14 turnovers, 12 steals, 6 blocks, and 24 personal fouls. And then the Golden State Warriors, Jimmy Butler III played 35 minutes. He really helped this team offensively again in this one. He finished with 25 points, was attacking the basket, pulling it up from three. He really had his understanding of how he wanted to attack figured out. Backdoor cuts, everything was working. 10 to 21 from the field, 2 of 6 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He also had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 turnover in the block. His rebound was offensive, and he only had 1 personal foul in 35 minutes. That's good, too. It was a -2 and plus minus. Draymond got ejected. He only played 8 minutes in this one. He's a head case sometimes. But he had 4 points, and he was 2 of 2 from the field to open looks and finished them. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. And the block was really impressive, too. And he was a -6 and plus minus. Quentin Post still didn't score a lot again in this one. 26 minutes ain't a lot, but it's enough to where he should be able to get some good looks, and he did, but he just didn't convert the ones that matter, because he went 1 of 6 from three in open looks. He also went 3 of 8 from the field and finished with those 7 points that way. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, and a +10 and plus minus. He also had no personal fouls. Stephen Curry, he led the team in scoring, as he should have. And he stepped up when they needed him the most, and he did it throughout the entire game, whether that was rebounding, passing, or scoring. He had 35 minutes played and got 28 points, went 9 of 19 from the field and 4 of 11 from three. He also went 6 of 7 from the free throw line, had 10 boards, so he had a double-double with 6 assists. He did cough the ball up and had 4 turnovers. He also had a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +13 and plus minus. Sometimes you think just because his Steph is going to go in, hasn't really been as crazy this year with that, but, it's still Steph Curry, so you still got to respect, you still got to be cautious giving him any type of space, because he will let that thing go out of his hand. Moses Moody started. He had 3 points, and that's crazy, but he had played 18 minutes. He was 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, and 3 personal fouls, and was a +4 and plus minus. Trace Jackson Davis, 17 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. He ended up having 7 rebounds, which was the second most on the bench. He also had 2 turnovers, a steal and a block, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. They just happy he was able to score and really do a good thing defensively, and that ended up counting defensive rebounds too. Like I said, the starters had a rebound or more for every starter, and they also had an assist or more in this game too. So they really believed in doing it as a team, like they usually do. Like they say, strength in numbers. Guy Santos, 7 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a +1 and plus minus. He made a lot of his shots. They was open, so that's all he had to do. Gary Payton II, he's going to bring it on both ends of the court, and he did. 19 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 8 boards. That really helped. He had the most off the bench. He also had 3 assists. That was good, but he did have 2 turnovers. But he also had 1 steal and a block, 4 offensive rebounds out of the 8, and 3 personal fouls and a -7. He did all the dirty work for them, and he really brought it and made the Suns work because of his defense, made them really have to play hard and really try to figure things out when he was on certain players. DeAnthony Melton, 16 minutes, 2 points, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 4 personal fouls, and a +7 and plus minus. Missed a lot of shots in this one, but he still was able to score. He was still able to set his teammates up for good baskets, and he was still able to cause a little havoc out there with his defense. Pat Spencer, he ended up playing 10 minutes and had 4 points. He was 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's how he got it. He had 1 board, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and was a 0 and plus minus. And then Brandon Podziemski, 30 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 8 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. I like the way he was scoring. He was really taking his time, trying to get good open looks to fall. Didn't work sometimes, and sometimes it did. That's just how his nights be going. And he also was able to find his teammates for some quick, fast buckets too, by turning down shots too. And then Will Richard was the revelation off the bench. 19 minutes, he only played that many, but he finished with 20 points, which was the most off the bench. And he went 6 or 7 from the field. He was able to drain every single three that he took. 4 or 4 from 3 really is good, and it really hurts the defense when that happens. But he also went 4 or 4 from the free throw line. And if he wasn't doing that, he was shooting some other high percentage shots. So that's how he finished 6 or 7 from the field, only missing 1 2-pointer. 5 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. They ended up being a team that went 42 and 92, 46% from the field. The Warriors did make theirs at a better percentage, but they did take 4 less shots. 17 to 49, 35% from 3. They shot it a little bit better than the Suns, but the Suns only took 35 threes, so that was way less than what the Warriors took. And then they went 18 to 24 from the free throw line. Both teams shot 24 free throws. The Suns made theirs at 83%, while the Warriors only made theirs at 75. That made the game even closer. And then 49 rebounds. They out-rebounded the Suns by a significant margin. And this one, 49 to 34. They also had more assists, 29 to the Suns, 23. And then they also committed more turnovers. The Warriors usually does that. And they ended up having more than the opponent, 20 to 14. But they also had 9 steals, while the Suns had 12. And then they had 7 blocks, which was more than the Suns' 6. They also had 17 offensive rebounds. The Suns had 9. 32 defensive rebounds. The Suns had 25. And they committed less personal fouls, 22 compared to the 24 of the Suns. But it didn't matter because they both shot the same amount of free throws. And like I said, the Suns did shoot a better percentage. But these teams was really close, in talent. Both star players ended up stepping up, whether it's throughout the game or in the fourth quarter. The role players did the best they could to make shots and make plays. And then obviously the defense was there when it was needed for both teams. And then it just came down to who had the ball with, a certain amount of time left. And whoever had the last possession, like I said, the Suns wasn't able to convert theirs, and the Warriors were able to convert theirs. Then it was just about knocking down free throws and holding on to the ball until the game was over. And then it ended up being the Warriors that had it that way, and it ended up working out for them, and they got a win that they really needed. And they played for this game, and they played hard, and they put themselves in a good position, and then they ended up getting it done. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation video just like this, but about other NBA topics too, and basketball ones also. Also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and other future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage too. Not only that, I also will say I got over 4,000 plus videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy, and it's all for free. But not only that, also try to make videos every single day for the people that's a fan or just checks out the channel, and it's going to happen throughout the day most of the time too, so it always gives you something to watch and something to look forward to when it comes to entertainment and content. If you love basketball and NBA content, this is the channel for you, I promise you. Other than that, thank y'all for checking out the channel. Thank y'all for showing love. Thank y'all for showing respect. Thank y'all for staying loyal. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to stay loyal and enjoying what I make and how I make it and how I do things when it comes to this analysis. And I'm glad we share the same interest of basketball and love spending time watching it, enjoying it, talking about it, and just playing it in general, however we do it. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And at the end of the day, I'll see y'all later, hopefully, if it's meant to be. Gone.